Hello, welcome back. Last time I manufactured some eye drops and skipped an entire large chamber while doing it, which was neat. Then I played some Sigmar's Garden. I want to make some rocket fuel, but first I need to do something. I've been pointed at this Journal of Alchemical Engineering. Rumor has it there's another version of Sigmar's Garden hidden somewhere in here? Van Burlo's Wheel, Semi-Caustic, Van Burlo's Wheel. Explorer's Sav, hang on. Okay, so this is all the way over here. There's a puzzle editor, sure. You sure about this? Because I'm not seeing it. Explorer's Sav, Ravari's Wheel, Refined Bronze, Lubricating. Okay, there's a lot to do in here. Sigmar's Garden too. Yeah, what? Oh, different perspective. Whoa. Okay, this is something to check out when I have a moment. I'm not sure if I have a moment. It depends on how tough this puzzle is. But alright, I found it. Thanks for the pointer. I'll take a look at it when I get there. Parade rocket fuel. The parade rocket is a type of rocket that is meant to be fired not at enemy positions, but aimlessly into the air, where it explodes and creates a brilliant shower of light. Normally we call those fireworks. This is said to be festive, and it is used in various celebrations, though I must confess that when I see them, I imagine it can hardly be a comforting sight to those who remember the rockets of fierce battles in the city, and therefore associate the sound and smell of them with death. However, those like myself who remember such battles are dwindling in number today. And if the parade rocket has grown in popularity recently, we can at least be thankful it may be in part due to the peaceful times, reading's hard, which we are now enjoying. It is my hope that such times continue and that for future generations the only memory conjured by such a rocket is a joyful one. Good point. Not everybody necessarily enjoys loud fireworks. Okay, well, you cannot fit in either of these, so obviously you'll have to go there. Oh, you've taken up so much space. Okay, so awkward shape here. Right, parade rocket fuel. This my reagent, so right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, awkward. So, I need one extra fire out of every 2. Oh, right, and this is tri-bond. Oh, you're gonna be a hard puzzle, by the way. What? How is this gonna... Oh dear, I'm worried. So what are the other chambers for? This is where the output has to go. I definitely have to tri-bond here at least once, so it doesn't make sense to put this in either of these places because I can't move 3 fully bonded. Wait, hold on, yeah, check it out. This one's tri-bonded. This is a normal bond. Boy, yeah, readability, not great. That's very dim, it's pretty small, but there's only one tri-bond here. So yeah, I can tri-bond over here. Is that what this is called? Triplex bond, whatever. I'm shortening it. Alright. So then I could just normal bond, right? And you can't make a normal bond with a triplex, even though it does look like the same thing, right? I think you can't. Hold on, am I right about this? Let's see. This is a terrible, terrible sandbox, but and yeah, I have to place this or it'll yell at me. Terrible sandbox, but let's pretend. Okay, so. Gonna grab that, unbond it like this. Well, you can't reach that from where you are. Okay, fine. So, no, it's not fine. Well, I can do this. There we go. Alright, so I think that'll attempt to... Well, no, I need one more left. So unbond that, put that there, put this here. Yeah, see, it doesn't bond. It has to already be bonded for triplex to do anything. But yeah, that's totally the same Transition zone as what's... Yeah, parts cannot be placed here, I know. I just want to see. Yeah, the color's a little bit different. This one's a little duller, this is a little more lustrous. Alright, so, anyway. I will need to unbond at some point. Fire comes in here and gets triplex bonded. Okay, that's great. Can I... Okay, well now here's another question I need to ask. Oh geez, glyph of duplication. Transmute the salt atom, impugnate the essence of existing. Okay. Can I do this while bonded? Alright, so... Yes! Neat. Okay, so I can do that while bonded. Having done that, and while you're still bonded... Oh, this might enable some interesting shortcuts. Really? I guess not. You have to unbond and do only the triplex. Okay. So 2 unbonded fire atoms come through here, get triplex bonded, and then shunted back out. Alright. That'll be the plan. So that's fine. All I need is... Right, not you here. Oh, this is a mess. One single one of these arms is adequate for this. So this chamber has all the ingredients it needs. This will need to exist somewhere. Because at some point I am going to have to make another fire out of one of these salts every other cycle. So of course I'm going to not do some kind of amazing instruction optimization where I have my, every other cycle work differently somehow. I haven't yet actually figured out a way to do that. Haven't really super been required to. But let's start with this. So the first run through here... I guess I could unbond in here. Not really easily. It'd be real awkward, so let's not. I'll leave it bonded and do this, then unbond for... You sure about that? I'm not. Okay, how about this? There, now you can reach everything. Well, no, I do have to unbond before I put it in... Well, yeah, okay, so I can... let's do it this way. You're in a hazardous spot, aren't you? Okay, so I also need to bond in this chamber. What's this chamber for? Maybe this chamber is for feeding these reagents into the system. I think I could do without it. I got some extra space here. Do I? Have I? If I need to bond from here, you can't reach a... Okay, but... Okay, so what I could do... Yeah, this is still hypothetically possible, but no, I need... So I have some layout requirements with respect to, like, how I can bond things as they go in here. Like, this is an impossible position because... Well, is it? Hold on. Okay, so can every component of this be... Well, I could do those first. Then flip it around like that to tack that on. Wait a second. No, that's fine. I can bring the triplex in and regular bond to it, this, and regular bond to this. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. No. Okay, so that's definitely impossible. I can't rotate... Well, okay, so hang on. What if I start with this? Okay, so triplex bond comes in In this orientation, I can attach this salt atom. But then with this position of glyph of bonding, there's no orientation where I can attach the rest. Okay, so that is indeed impossible. That one is iffy. No, I think it doesn't work. Because, okay, so first you attach this. That part is fine. That part's actually pretty good. Then with that, you can't attach this. And you can't do it the other way either, because arm's going to be in one of those positions. Okay, so the puzzle here is how do I put my glyph of bonding in the same chamber as my parade rocket fuel without everything getting in the way. So first of all, this totally needs... Okay, this is the reagent chamber. This is the triplex bond chamber. This is the do everything else chamber. Why do I have two of these? So with you all the way down there, now I think I can fit all these. So I'll have the triplex bond there like that. Then I can do... No, I still can't do that. What about this way? This way I can do. Then what about the last one? Well, this way I can do if I already have the last one bonded. So I'll separately bond... Oh, I'll just leave a bonded fire and salt there. Okay. Great, so this reagent will come out of here and just go directly onto here without being messed with at all. The first one that comes out, though... Oh, hang on, I can do this in this chamber too. Yeah. Here's where my extra fire comes from. Now we're making some sense. Okay, so I think... Yeah, that's perfect. Almost. Ah. That's perfect. Okay, so 3, grab. So you go clockwise to give it, okay, here, just go away. You're not doing anything. You go clockwise to get a fire. Sounds great. If you're not doing anything with that space, then just go ahead and put that conduit there for convenience. Start here like this. So as soon as that's dropped in there, one grabs, turns left, pivots left, and resets, probably. So as soon as that happens, then number 2 grabs. Why are you all the way over there? Why don't you be here? That's more convenient. Is it? It's about the same. Hold on, those have got to be unbonded. Unbond first. Okay. So in that case, no, it is meaningful that this, because I gotta send them back together. This might be the first time it's meaningful that I have a double conduit, because it has to be bonded when going through here. Okay, so the 2 fires come through first. The unbonder would super get in the way here when I'm assembling this final shape, so having it way down here is probably a good idea. So that's where that's going to be. So this comes through, you grab, you left, you don't pivot, you left again, you plus. You will need to be a piston, but I think this one little bit of track will be sufficient for you. Okay, so I've unbonded it. Go right, release, left, extend, grab, retract, right, release. Okay, so first release comes there. I'm putting them both in here. So you get that. You put it there. Perfect timing for that. Okay. So one bond. The way to do that is pivot left, pivot right, release, right, grab, pivot right, pivot left, 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 reset. Okay, so I think I have a triplex bonded fire coming through here. Let's make sure I've done what I think I've done so far. So double fire. Comes in, grabs, unbonds. One goes there. Other goes there. Timing lines up nice. Yeah, you two are doing stuff. Don't go too fast. I need this to finish its work first. Okay, you never had a reset. That's fine, but this was doing the right thing. Then let's see, left, left, reset. Yes, okay, so you are perfect. Number 2. Your job is done. Number 1. I'm going to have to copy this, though, because I'm going to have 2 slightly different copies of these instructions, but that's fine. Worry about that later. Next, number 3. When is the first time that you can start sending through a fire and assault? Immediately. You have no reason to ever wait. Okay. Fire and salt coming through. And you need... Okay. One of you is going to have to stash away a fire for a future run. That's fine. Okay, so number 1, when you're done with your current job, where do you end up? Here over the 1. So, while all this is going on... I think you just want to wait. 3, what are you doing? Did you loop around? You must have. Wait. What? Yeah, so 3 goes first, and okay, of course, it would loop around, that makes sense. Okay, so let's input some more stuff. The next, here, just don't be looping so quick. I just need to see the state of things at the end of my current thingy. Do I really want to wait here all the way until the fire comes through? I think I need to. If I'm bonding... Can I bond this upside down? No, not really. No, it has to be specifically... Let's see. Triplex fire, regular fire salt. I guess you can rotate this around slightly to get it a little closer to its final orientation. Okay, sure. In that case, this becomes a reset. Grab, pivot left, release, turn left, go plus. Okay, so when 2 has finished its work, you will be sitting here. Grab that. It's the same thing to no, it's okay, it's better to pivot left than to extend and pivot right, because then you would have to retract after that. And that's an extra instruction. No, I think it's the same thing. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Okay, so extend, extend. Reset. Grab, turn left, extend. Okay, so I think I've bonded the 2 triplex fires to the fire and the salt there. Am I right? So, fiddle that around, wait here. Triplex fire. Number 1, what are you doing? Did I input that in lane 2? I totally did. Whoopsie. Okay, grab, turn, extend, extend. So yes, you bonded. Is there room to put the last piece on, though? Once I have this part of this, that won't work, and that won't work, so no. Can I do this instead? Well, no. Oh, okay, so that's a problem. Hang on. So I've done... I could have just used the ghost atoms feature. It's fine. I'm going to have to hold off on sticking this on, but no, then I won't have a place to stick it on, right? So if I'm sticking these two on after those three are in place, I can't do it this way. And the other way is like this, which is possible. Okay, that's the way. Okay, so just hold off on that. I need salt. Okay, so what you're going to do, in your downtime, let's see, when you're shuffling this around, okay, so instead of that, left, plus, you're holding salt. Good. That's what I want. And you're... okay, I'm gonna go right, extend, release, retract. Okay, then you grab, pivot. Okay, so that should bond... No, you don't want to... Oh, I can't... No, I can. I just gotta be careful about it. Okay, so... So the fires are gonna come through there. Oh no, this is the orientation well, yeah, but it has to be like that. So if my salt's sitting there, I need to get the triplex fire here and here. And I can't do it via rotating through there. Okay, so I gotta grab this in a very specific way. So your position at this point is here with your thing there. You're gonna have to go minus... Wait a moment, so then grab... Yeah, okay, so we're not doing any of this. No, you need to be where you are. You'll grab this, pivot left, release, minus, extend, grab, plus. Okay, so let's see if that does what I think it should. You didn't put the salt far enough out. You gotta extend one more. Okay, and that fits nicely. So with the salt there... So carefully position this so you don't accidentally put an atom here too early and bond the wrong way. Grab by this because you have to be over there to reach. And there we go. So now I've manufactured this part of that. With that done... Like that had to happen first for some reason. Because bonding the rest of that on here needed to take place like this. Yes. Okay, perfect. And if your bond is happening like that, then I'm probably just going to want to put this in this orientation here. Great. Okay, so where are things right now? I have that there. I need to move... I guess pivot right, retract, minus. Grab that, put it in place. No. Gonna need an intermediate step, because if I just pivot right, retract, minus, well, release, well, really just reset, then I'll be in a situation where I can't move the thing I'm latched onto. Also, there isn't a thing there yet. I need the thing. You were slow, and also you gave me the wrong one. What? You were supposed to give me a different thing here. And yeah, I can't move this at this point, Because if I extend, it'll bump into this. If I turn left, it'll bump into this. If I plus, it'll bump into this. So I need to stash this elsewhere first. Where would that be? Hang on, so where is your position? I guess I'll just move it left one. So that'll just mean release minus grab plus. Reset. So hey you number 3, you gotta give me another salt here. Oh, but... No, that's right. Wait, I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do I need? Okay, there's my extra fire atom. I did leave it there. Okay, great. This makes sense. So I want another salt and fire. You can do that probably not right away, but you don't have to wait very long. What's the earliest you can do that? Right about there? So be releasing right around that time. It doesn't have to be that early, but I think it can be. There's nothing that should get in your way. Okay, so you shuffle that over there. 3, you're doing things. Slow your roll. It's fine. Your roll will slow automatically when I input the rest of this. So number 1's here. Okay, so what you're going to do is, when you get all the way back there, grab, swing left, extend, pivot left, plus. Grab, swing left, extend, pivot left, plus, release, retract, grab, minus. Sounds about right. So then you release, plus, turn right, grab, extend, and if you release, you should make a product, right? This can go away now, I know. So shuffle that out of the way. Finagle that into the way. It's oriented wrong. Okay, well 3 has lots of time. You can reorient that before you put it in. Let's make that a 3 problem. Otherwise, though, this is correct. Okay, so number 3, before you go and do this, trying to be so very early with everything, you can still be very early with everything. So that's a pivot right, right, and an extra left. Okay, that fit exactly. So let's see if that makes a product. So you're going to flip that all the way around, go 1 extra left. Yeah, and everything should work. Let's make sure I've made a product before I worry about my second one. Sweet. Okay, everything's good. Now, second one. Got a fire atom already here. So number 3 wants to hand one of these over instead of this. And I'm going to have to split it apart and rebond it and pass that off to number 2. Awkward, but that's what's happening. So, right, your next action, number 3, is going to be the short one. That can happen, whoops, I don't know exactly when, but at some point. Let's just have you release right around the time that product goes in there. Instead of release, you should be a reset. So what you're getting in there is you're latching onto a salt atom. Okay, so now. Left, plus. Okay, so you're holding a salt atom. Oh, there's the extra fire there. That's in the way. Okay, so before you do those things, what is your position at this point? You're there? Okay, so instead of resetting, you're going to release left, left, right extend, reset. Release left, left, grab, right extend, reset. You can have already done that, that's fine. Alright, so where am I? Let me make sure. This part's awkward. Yeah, okay, so what you're going to do... What's this? This is nothing. Okay, so I've bonded those fires together. Just retract, pivot right, release. Okay, and then number 2 can do the second run of its job. Right, I can shift scroll to do this. Okay, so number 2 does the second run of its job. What's the state of everything at this point? Made a product. Put fire there. Unbond, bond. So I really only use this once per 2 products. Yes, of course I do. That's the way the input and output ratios work. So right, number 2 is doing its thing. Number 1... See, now remind me, what was the nuance of how I bond everything together? There was a particular order to it. First bond is this one, so the triplex needs to come out first. Okay, and then at the end of the program... Okay, so you need to place this salt atom here and wait for the fire to come back. So when the fire comes back... Oh right, you also need to minus. When the fire comes back, you grab it, pivot left, plus release, minus extend, grab, plus, and then I can kind of just do the familiar from that point, right? You didn't extend far enough. I made that same mistake last time, too. Why I keep doing it? Okay, so after this point I should be able to copy the rest of my program because the difference has gone away. I've moved the fire atom there. Your job is still going to be... Okay, you don't want to do that, that's for sure. What are you doing? What did you do? The very wrong thing. Was your position not where I expected it to be? Oh. No, it kind of wasn't. You don't want that minus. What? Okay, there's just an extra plus in there for some reason. Okay, so now... Now, let's see, can I identify where this is? Minus, extend, grab, plus. That should be a pattern I can spot. Is not, though. Okay, so I want to just copy the program from this point forward, I think. Including your job there. To how far? So I start here, yes. Right up to where it puts away the product. Yeah, to that reset. Oh, to this. Okay, so this becomes a reset. So put a reset at the end, copy from here on. So, like this. Okay, let's see if that's even close to what I want. I think I might need to do something additional with 3. So product number 1. I want you to slow down a little bit for the first run. That's bonded. Oh, you need 2 separate unbonded fire atoms. How did you get the... Wait, I bonded it before I put it in there. Whoopsie. Okay, that's not the way to go. Let's pretend this is triplex bonded and see if everything else is right. Okay, so number 3 needs to do a thing a few instructions ago, right where that grab is. You need to just do your normal grab left, left, reset. One earlier, actually. Also, when I bonded the fire atoms to put through this conduit, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, so actually I can kind of save a bunch of time here, can't I? Yeah, you don't want to stash that there at all. You want to put it straight into the conduit, so don't... So make this a retract instead of an extend. And then what? I should be able to just do some simple editing to this program and make everything work. Okay, so number 2 can start its job right here. Yeah, you wasted some time. Don't worry about it. You unbond that. Get the fire. Okay, and then there. Yes, you retract, skip those pivots, just do the release. Oh. Number 2's job starts earlier, right at this release, maybe? Yes. Oh, you gotta wait though. Because that second fire atom doesn't make it that quick. Not until... here, I think? That's the spot. Okay. Now you're going to need to be patient for this, which you are currently. Okay, so right here is when you can resume your work. Great. Okay, so the rest of this program just moves left to fill the empty space. And maybe it works? This one turned out fiddly. As soon as I saw that output shape, I knew it would be. Oh, right, you need to put that in the other orientation. You need to do one of those. Otherwise, this looks like it's complete. Great, okay. So instead of that, I'm just going to copy this because it's already pre-made. It's the last one of these, goes where that ends. Right here. Okay, play. Neat. Someday it would be cool, you know, future goals, to figure out how to do this in half the instructions, have my second run differ from the first without having to use a different set of instructions. I'm still not sure how that would happen. I think it would involve one of like these multi-arm structure things. They'd grab onto something, rotate once, not have a reset command, and every other run, so probably like this one. So if you rotate once, you end up in the opposite orientation as before. Every other run it does, it either grabs something and moves it, or grabs nothing and moves nothing, is how I think that would probably have to work. Okay, cool. Those graphs look about like I'd expect. I would have expected this to be worse, actually, so I'm satisfied with being only a little above average on the instructions. Cool. All right, good stuff. Well, that was fun. Little fiddly, but perfectly enjoyable. All right, I'll see you next time for Aether Detector.